yourself.
Yeah, man.
Welcome to the Daily Show. Welcome, first of all. Second of all, thank you for welcoming us. You know, obviously, we know you started your career out in Florida, but you've made Atlanta your home, and it feels like Atlanta has fully adopted you as its own.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
There's no denying that music today cannot say, especially hip-hop, cannot say that it hasn't been shaped by TPain. The sound,
I appreciate that.
you know, the way you've created everything from how you use Autotune to the way you define the music. You've also been really vocal about the journey that you've been on. You know, I found it interesting. I mean, it was terrible for you, but you know, people started blaming you for music. Like you came out with a style of using Autotune that nobody had ever seen before.
Right.
You know, in my humble opinion, I'm not a musician, but I felt like you used it properly. Then everyone just came out and everything, you know what I mean? And then people started saying to you, they're like, oh, TPain spoiled music, TPain destroyed music. You went into a depression and you spoke about how you had to work on your mental to come out of this.
Absolutely. I love being vocal about things like that because it wasn't set in the blueprint before me. Everybody was always, you know, it's all about blinging, it's all about having a bunch of money and having all this, and nobody tells you about the down. Right. Everybody always tells you about the up, and I always look back at the people that came before me, and I'm like, why didn't y'all tell me about this?
Damn.
Like, you know, according to them, it was all, it's money, girls, big house. Somehow, your wife don't find out about any of that. You know, the fantasy world. But, you know, nobody told us about the down, so I try to stay vocal about that to let people know these things are gonna happen. As much as you try to create this perfect world around you, no matter what you do, you can have charities, you can do all these great things, you're still gonna have these downs because there's no magical world in the multiverse that everybody is happy all the time.
And I feel like it's not just that. I feel like you've also had to do what few people ever, you know, think they'll have to do, which is ride a wave of immense success, go through a period where, you know, your mental is challenged. You know, as you said, you struggled with depression. Yeah. And then financially, you've shared the stories of how, you know, you thought you had it all forever, and then you realized that the wrong people can give you the wrong advice. All of a sudden, your money's not where it's supposed to be.
Absolutely.
But then you had to build yourself back up. And now, you know, Nappy Boy is back in the game.
Yeah.
You know, you're mentoring artists. You're creating music that's moving the culture forward again. Where does TPain go from here? Because very few people have been in the second peak of their life where they have to rebuild everything and they have the opportunity to do it all again. What would you do? What would you do differently, and why?
Condoms. That would probably be. But that'd probably be. I'll probably invest in them bitches. No, man, I don't think I would change anything. I think the most important thing that came out of how I've done everything is the lessons I've acquired while doing them.
Right.
You know, and knowing each end of the spectrum is always better than going in it blindly and going off of faith. You know, as I said, having that information, if I would have came into the game and I would have stayed successful for this long, the downfall would have just been from a higher height.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of embraced the fact that I was able to go jump in the kiddie pool real quick and then move to the high. You know, I just wanted to have that experience in my life, and I don't regret any part of it. I love everything we're doing.
That's a good way to live life. That's a good way to live life. Thank you so much for joining me on the show. I appreciate you so much.